People react to Sonya Massey shooting.
I tell you, my heart has been just so heavy today. Seeing the situation with Sonya Massey. And normally, like, I kind of, look at video, I see stuff, I know in my mind how things usually operate, but it hits me, but it just doesn't hit me this hard. And maybe because all I could think about was, when did my color become such a threat to you? Like, this lady calls you to come help her. She calls the police because that's what we do, right? When we when we're nervous, or we think somebody's in our house, or we think something's going on, first thing people tell you is call 911, call the police, call the police. So I'm calling the police because I need you to come help me. And when you come help me, the first thing I, the first thing you ask me is about my mental health. What that got to do with somebody? I'm thinking somebody in my house. Okay, like, then you tell me that you about the water on the stove, because I'm so terrified about somebody being in my house that I forget that I done put something on in the kitchen. So I said, oh, okay, let me go check that out. Let me go get the water out. So you tell me to go do that. So now in my mind, after everything that happened, my mind, I'm thinking, you was planning this. It sounded like you was trying to set me up so that you could have a reason to do what you did to me. My baby was apologizing. She said she was sorry. You tell her to put the pot there. Okay, I'm sorry. Put it down. She was complying. But when did she become the suspect? Or when did she become the threat? The threat was somebody possibly being in my house, but that turned into her being the threat. It just, like, don't make sense to me. Like, it's so crazy. And then after it happened, and the people come, I feel like in my heart, you should have been like, oh crap. Like, it should have made you feel some type of way. But instead, you still call me a effing bitch. What, or you told me I'm crazy. This bitch fucking crazy, is what you said. But you done killed me. But I'm the crazy one. You killed me after I called you to come help me. So you went from helping me to murdering me. That just, I can't, my heart is heavy because I can't make sense out of it. Nothing about it makes sense. It's like this was something that was planned by you. The way that video is showing is that this was intentional. You ask this question, you do all this thing. When did I become the threat? I needed you for help. So it makes me wonder, like, sometimes people say, you tell your kids, or you tell, your family when you're out and about, you just do what the police say. Don't you, just do what they say. Whatever they say, you do. But this is inside her own home. So now we're not even safe in our own home, or I can't call you for help because I don't know if when I call you for help, if you're going to take my life. Like, it is the wildest thing that when I tell you, my soul is just heavy. It just is heavy because it's like every time I think, we get better, it's like we don't get better. We not. And that is disheartening. It's disheartening for me. It's disheartening for my family. It's disheartening for people around me, people that I love and care about. Like, now I'm terrified. And I shouldn't be terrified. I should feel protected and safe, especially in my house. And especially when I call for help, I should have, if nothing else, I should feel protected by the police. And then your callous attitude after you take somebody's life is just mind blowing, and it just speaks so many loud words. It speaks volumes just about you. So I'm hurt, but my heart go out to her family because, like, I can't imagine how do you explain that to her kids. Like, I mean, this world, man, like, you just really have to pray for protection. But then when you pray for protection and then you don't get it, I don't know. It's just something that has really bothered me all day. It has really hurt my heart, I must say. So just, I don't know, be vigilant. Keep speaking out. Keep saying her name because, I mean, she didn't deserve it, period. Like, she did it. So.
There's a lot of reactions coming out to the murder of Sonya Massey. But have you seen the video that I'm about to show you of the reaction of the partner of the guy that murdered that woman? You can hear the pain in his breathing. You can hear the pain in the emotion in his partner's breathing after he just witnessed his police officer partner murder that woman.
Hey, brother, you need anything?
I'm good.
Okay. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
You can see his hands trembling. For years I've said, where's all the good cops? Where's all the good police? And why aren't they protecting us from the bad police? And now I know. Because they are just as afraid of those bad police officers as everybody else. Period.
I think the biggest thing we need to shed light on about this whole situation is when the cops told her, we don't need a fire in here, and she did exactly what they wanted her to do, grab the water off the stove, put it in the sink. And once she did exactly what they wanted her to do, he was walking away, and she felt uncomfortable right away. So uncomfortable to the point that she said, where are you going? Because she's confused on why he's walking away now. He said to get away from your hot water, right? Now she's thinking, why do you see me as a threat? So she says, to get away from my hot water? When she realized that he was trying to make it seem like she could be a threat or she is a threat, that's when she rebuked him in the name of Jesus. In my opinion, she probably felt like, okay, they did this just to set me up. That's why she said, to get away from my hot water, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That should have let that cop know that she was not going to be a threat. She felt threatened, so she rebuked him in the name of Jesus. And he didn't say, ma'am, just step away from the pot and come back over here. Or can we just take this outside and talk? He didn't say, ma'am, you don't have to rebuke me. Just step away from the pot. What he said was, you better effing not, or I'm going to in your face. That's why she rebuked him. In my opinion, if he wasn't trying to set her up for failure, it wouldn't have happened the way it did. One thing I'm going to tell you this, right? Even if you don't believe in evil spirits, let's just say evil people. Evil people hate to be called out. When evil people have bad intentions and you expose them for that, they lash out. For example, how many of y'all know somebody that was doing y'all wrong, and then when you exposed them, they started lashing out? They started being evil towards you, calling you out your name, wanting to put their hands on you, when you just exposed them for doing you wrong. So if that man didn't have no evil intentions, it shouldn't even went that far. If he didn't have no evil intentions, it would have been, ma'am, can you just step back away from the pot? Ma'am, can we just go back to the living room? Ma'am, you don't have to rebuke me. I'm not a threat. But instead, it was you bet not, or I will you in your face. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And that demon came out and said, you bet not, or I will in your face. And I seen videos where they tried to say she wasn't mentally stable. What that sounds like to me is that they trying to have y'all think that that cop had a good enough reason to do what he did. Yo, she wasn't mentally there. She could have hurt us. She was a threat. But remember, all she did was rebuke a man that was supposed to protect and serve her.
A fucking pot? Are you serious? Like you trying to tell me that we not safe in our own homes? A fucking pot! A pot! Come on now!